Ruby, Franke, and Jodi Hildebrandt have both been sentenced in Utah to 4 consecutive sentences of 1 to 15 years. Utah uses an indeterminate sentence, meaning the Prison Parole Board is going to determine how much time these women actually spend in prison. But because it is 4 counts of 1 to 15 years, it is going to be a minimum of 4 years consecutive, one after the other. Could they get good time, work time for a portion of that? Yes. Do I think either of them will get out in less than 4 years? I think that's unlikely. Do I think ultimately Jodi Hildebrandt will end up spending more time? Based on the DA's statements in court today, I do. The DA indicated that Jodi Hildebrandt was on recorded jail calls indicating that she is a victim in this, that the prosecution is unjust, that the children are to blame here, and that everything that's going to be said in court is lies. And though she gave a brief statement to the court had some very strong words for her. Because these are second-degree felonies in Utah, the maximum either of these women could spend in custody is 30 years. It is unlikely that either of them will spend that amount of time in custody, even though they are sentenced consecutively for 1 to 15 years for 4 different counts. So we will see them serve some amount of time over that 4-year mark as determined by the Utah Board of Prisons and Parole. If and when the pre-sentencing reports are made public, we might have a little bit more information about what the board is thinking, and we will keep an eye on that here. As to restitution for the children, that's being kept open for 8 months to determine the full amount of restitution. That full amount is not in, but these women are being sentenced today. They will start serving their prison term as soon as they are transported, and then the board will determine how much time above that 4-year mark, but below that 30-year mark, they will serve. We're going to be back with trial later this week. If you don't have the Law Nerd app, go ahead, lawnerd.com, and grab the Law Nerd app. We are going to be covering on the channel the Rust trial that is starting once it's done with jury selection. I will keep you posted when I'm going to go live, but we are covering that trial. That's what we're doing. You guys, it's a court week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being Law Nerd. Get the app. Bye. For deep dives into the stories that I covered here, you can find them on my YouTube channel at The Emily D. Baker and The Emily Show podcast. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday. The podcast goes live on Wednesdays. And if you want to stay in the loop with everything I'm doing, receive the fastest notifications out there, and get more Law Nerd community, join me at lawnerdapp.com, our free app for iOS and Android.